Alright, so here is my completed website project. Before this class, I never did have the opportunity to learn how to create my own website or even really to learn technology in the way that we have. So this has been super useful just for my future as a teacher. My intended audience for this website is a little bit younger because I want to hopefully deal with some elementary age kids. So I try to keep it bright and eye-catching so they're a little entertained as they scroll through it, keep their attention a little bit better. So the first page, right off the bat, as soon as you come to my website, it's going to bring you to this home page. Has my name at the top. They know they're at the right spot. And as you scroll, they'll find just a little introduction to my website. It's going to welcome them in. It's going to have these tabs right here. So here they can click and they know exactly what they're going to find on each tab. So they can read the paragraph, click the tabs, go through the website, just learn a little bit more. Or they can also come up here to the top and the tabs are also accessible over here. So the first page they're going to see is the home page. Then they can get into the About Me page. This is just going to teach them a little bit more about who I am and what they're going to be seeing from me this school year. So they'll learn about my bachelor's degree, where I grew up, where I went to school, what I like to do when I'm not in the classroom. Um, Again, it's just a quick introduction to who I am so they know what to expect on the first day of school. Moving on over, you're going to get to the resources page, which I think is the most helpful for parents and students because they can access this from home and get the same type of help they would be getting in my classroom, minus me, obviously. So the first one is going to be essay help. They can click that one, and as you see, there's a variety of websites that they can use. So, when students are young, they're not really sure how to write essays effectively, so I linked a few places they can go. Their parents can get on with them and help them out even. It's just going to offer editing help and how to kind of get them started. So I think that's super useful for the kids. The next one is going to be general information. So I have National Geographic linked here. I know a lot of elementary students do projects, so this is a good spot for them to come and easily gain some insight on whatever subject they might be doing a project on. So I think National Geographic is a great website for that. And the final resource subpage is going to be interactive learning. So here students can actually go to these websites that I find useful to kind of get students learning without them knowing that they're really learning, because a lot of them offer games like coolmath.com, Khan Academy. They go to these links, they can play these games that are going to boost their knowledge basically on what we could be learning in class, and I think that's great for them to do it in a way that is also fun for them. So moving right along, we're going to get into the supplies needed page. So here, they're just going to basically find, okay, on the first day of school, these are the objects that I need to bring with me. So all of these should be in their backpack on the first day of school. So so the parents can come here before school even starts, see what the kids need. Then this is going to be the objects that they need to just keep with them throughout the year. My technology projects, the first is going to be my digital stories. So my first one is just a quick lesson on poisonous animals. They can go through the movie. It's fun and it's pretty easy for them. Second one is going to be lines that we found around campus. It's just going to teach them parallel lines, intersecting lines. It's a quick little lesson. The final one is lab safety. So I could actually show this to them before we do our first experiments in class, and they can just kind of get the rules in a quick, fun little movie. Now we're going to go back home. We get into the PLN and PLE evaluations. So this is just going to tell them about my personal learning environment, where I get my resources from that's good for the parents, and then quick reviews of what I liked and didn't like about them. And then we're going to have the website evaluation. I just did an evaluation on Cool Math because I do think that it's a very good website for teachers, students, and parents to use. So I just did a quick little evaluation on it and why I do recommend it for the parents and kids to be using at home. and we'll go right back home to my home page, and I'm just going to take you down to my blog right here. So this is going to bring you to my blog. So my first post is going to be down at the bottom. It's just, again, another introduction to who I am to anyone who follows my blog, whether it be fellow teachers, students, parents, whoever. Quick introduction. They get to know me a little bit. Scroll down to my second post. That one's going to be about copyright and fair use. It's going to tell whoever's reading, the reader will learn what copyright is, what fair use is, keep scrolling, what permissible amounts are, and then again how it can be used in the classroom and why that's helpful for us as teachers to know. So that is about all for my website. I think the website is going to be very useful for me because it's going to be helpful for my class, for my for my parents and my students, just to kind of get the hold of things better. And it's going to be better for my students especially because they will be able to access information from home if they're having trouble getting in touch with me, say it's a weekend or whatever the case may be. I wouldn't change a thing about my website. I think it's great. I think that it's going to be extremely useful for me in the future, and yeah, so I wouldn't change anything.